Okay, so I'll also give answer for that. Just addition to your answer, what is rollback? My question is public static void main. If I remove public, what is going to happen? All those who are listening this interview, think if final variable is there and I have not initialized it and I don't want to initialize it, still I want to run my program. What are you going to do?
8 bits is
अभी
equals to
पकड़ा
1.
तो ये होना चाहिए. हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज किरण हियर. आज हमारे साथ तेजस है, हड़पसर ब्रांच से है. ये इनका बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस है इंस्टीट्यूट में. तो आज मैंने इनको इनवाइट किया है एक मॉक इंटरव्यू के लिए, जिससे कि आपको भी बहुत सारी चीजें मिलेगी. यू विल गेट लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आउट ऑफ इट. विल बी going through core Java, then advanced Java, and everything whatever may be needed. Okay, so Tejas, welcome, and let's start. Okay, so can you give me brief about yourself?
Yes. So I am Tejas Pandey, and currently I'm
Relax, sit,
Yes.
enjoy.
and currently I'm pursuing my bachelor's in computer science from Vishwakarma College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Apart from this, I've done my schooling from Sun Grace High School, where in 10th and 12th I had scored 79% and 82% respectively. Talking about the achievements, my achievements in college are that I have
No need to tell achievements. Go ahead.
talking about the projects that I have made in nowadays is event booking system, employee management system, and hotel management system. In the event management
So in which year you are?
in 3rd year.
Oh, 3rd year. So finally it is still baki hai na?
Yes, yes.
Okay, no problem. Okay, let me start with some questions. Okay, directly. 1 year is still there, right?
No, sir, I'm pursuing bachelor's in computer science. So it is
BCS.
3 years.
It's of 3 years. So it's
Yes.
a final year you are saying.
Yes.
So great, guys. He's pursuing BCS right now and it's a final year. I thought this course might be of 4 years, so that was the thing. Okay, but no problem. So let me ask you core Java some tough questions. Okay, might be people not feel that tough, but let's see. You know hash code method?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It is a method that is in object class. It is its return type is int. It gives the unique integer values.
Okay, what is a superclass of ArrayList class?
Superclass of
ArrayList class.
superclass of ArrayList class is abstract array list.
Abstract list.
Abstract
Very
list.
perfect. So I'm gonna ask you like that questions only now.
Yes.
Okay, not common questions.
Yes.
Because people also again and again listening the same type of questions. So are you okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. You know JDBC?
Yes.
Why all interfaces are there?
Uh,
Connection is interface, statement is interface, previous statement is interface, result set is interface. Why?
Because sir, interface provides a structure to the class through
Okay.
which the methods can be used in the class by overriding it, and it performs. And we can, by using those same methods, we can perform the operations.
So why in JDBC all they have used interfaces, connection and all?
For abstraction, sir? For example, in abstraction, everything, only the essential things are shown.
Okay, so I'll also give answer for that, just addition to your answer. Because in JDBC, they are using vendors like MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, and many more, DB2, Informix, many. Okay, so Java is providing a structure, as you said.
Yes.
So they have provided interfaces, and interfaces are implemented by vendors
Yes.
like MySQL. Let's say there is a get connection method in the driver manager, okay, or maybe some methods like execute query.
Yes.
That method is in the statement interface, okay,
Yes, sir.
but that has been implemented into the another class, which will be implemented by maybe a MySQL, Oracle, or something. Hopefully, you got the point. Coming to next question, why it is recommended that you should be always closing a connection object?
Closing the connection objects, it indicates that you are securing your API. So the closing, it will not allow any cyber attacks on you.
Correct. Plus, closing means you are asking garbage collection to destroy this object.
Yes.
Understood now? And memory will not get filled unnecessarily.
Yes.
Your connection remains open means some transaction problem may happen. So it is always recommended that you should be starting a connection, doing operations, and closing it once it is done. Okay. What is rollback?
Sorry, sir.
Rollback. Commit, rollback.
No.
Okay. So commit and rollback are database operations. Okay. So commit means once your work is done, you should be committing it.
Yes.
And if some problem happens, then you
Then
are
roll.
right. Understood now?
Yes.
Great. Let me ask you, public static void main.
Yes.
If I change name of main method,
Yes.
what is going to happen?
Uh,
Will it compile or not?
Yes, sir. It will combine,
Perfect.
but it needs that class. Whatever we gave the name to it, Java compiler should know that this is the class.
But anyway, it will compile, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect answer. I would say it will compile, but it will not run.
Yes.
While running, it will be always asking you public static void main, right? Great, Tejas. If I remove that public, what is going to happen?
Then, sir, it won't public. It is a access modifier.
My question is public static void main.
Yes.
If I remove public, what is going to happen?
Uh,
Will it compile or not?
Sir, yes, it will compile, but
It will not run. That's
Yes.
it. That is the answer. Okay. Yeah. Remember, guys, public static void main. Many people ask these questions like, if I change main name, and you answered very correctly. If I change main name to main one, it will compile, but it will not run. If I remove that public word, it will compile, but it will not run. If I change a sequence of public static, instead of writing public static, if I write static public, then
Sir, same. I think it will compile, but will not run.
perfect, very perfect. If I remove that void, then
Sir, same.
no, it will not compile also, because return type is mandatory, right?
Return
Understood?
type is mandatory. Yes.
Yeah, see, public static are modifiers, correct now? You are understanding now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I have next question from the encapsulation. Why it is necessary to make your global variables private?
So, sir, it so that no outsider could access it by giving it private. Only the person who has developed it can access it by using the getters and setter method. Getter setter method or by
So क्यों मतलब private करने से क्या फायदा मिला?
Private by doing it private, it is only in the class. We can only access it in the class, not in the.
तो मुझे भी पता है private कैसे मत, पर private ही क्यों किया? Because others will not able to access it. That is correct. But why we were restricting them? Others should not put unnecessary wrong values into the variable. Understood now? If they access.
Yes.
See, private means you cannot access. That's a fact.
Yes.
But why you are doing that? Because people should not put some wrong things in it. It will be difficult to handle them.
Yes.
Therefore, we are allowing them to access that through public this getters and setters. I got my point.
Yes.
Which method is used to suggest garbage collector?
From the object class, we use the finalize method for the garbage collection.
No. From system class, we use GC method to advise.
Yes.
Correct, na? Then what is the use of finalize method?
Sir, it is also used for garbage collection.
No. That runs before garbage collection runs.
Yes.
Understood now? Finalize method, if you override it, it will get executed before garbage collection. You understood now?
Yes, sir.
There is no relation between finalize and garbage collection. Finalize method is not helping you to do the garbage collection. Finalize method is a method which get executed before garbage collection. Hopefully you understand what I want to say.
Yes, sir.
What is toString method in Java?
ToString method, it converts the object into string form so that it could be displayed on the console.
Very perfect. It is used for representing object into a string format. Yeah, very correct. Beautifully answered. Next question is like, if I want to assign value to a final variable which is blank, what are you going to do?
Sir, if we declare a variable final, then there itself we have to initialize it.
But if I don't want to, then all those who are listening this interview, think, if final variable is there and I have not initialized it and I don't want to initialize it, still I want to run my program, what are you going to do? So we'll use a constructor to initialize that variable. Understood? That is possible. That was the one tricky question.
Yes.
Okay. But absolutely you said that correct, that you must initialize. Yes. But if you don't, then initialize that through constructor.
Then, yes.
Hopefully you got my point. Yes. Can it be possible to make constructors private?
Yes, sir, but we won't be able to create its instance member in the class, in the main class.
In the main class?
Yes, sir.
But private member says you can access those from the same class.
Sorry, not in the same class, sir. In the main class.
And main means what? Other class.
Yes.
There is nothing called main class.
Yes.
Always remember other class. Got the point?
Yes.
So if any constructor is private, I'll not be able to create an instance. Correct na?
Yes.
Then how you will access the methods?
Sir, we can do the methods. We can give the methods the static.
Perfect. Very perfect. I wanted you to catch this. Methods will be static so that no need to create an object. Directly class name dot method name. Perfect. Perfectly answered. Great, Tejas. I think you prepared well. You are in the BCS and third year. Very well. Next question. Protected.
Yes.
What is that?
It is an access modifier. When we use protected, we can. It is accessed in the same class, and also if we create a subclass of the same class in another package, then also we can access.
Perfect. And you need to call that by using inheritance. Okay. So many times in interview, people ask protected. Okay. Because public, why to ask? Private, why to ask? Default, it's simple. So they ask you protected. So it's very well that you answered it. In core Java, I'll touch base little bit collection now. What is the difference between for each loop and ordinary for loop?
In ordinary for loop, we need to give the condition updation and condition updation, whereas in for each loop, it is basically used to print the list or print any collection framework. We can directly give the variable name and show the collection and directly print it through the println.
Which is easier?
Easier is for each loop, but it behind the code it uses the for loop.
Ordinary for loop.
Yes.
So increment and initialization.
Yes.
So where is increment and initialization in this enhanced for loop?
Sir, it uses the same for loop, but it has renamed it as for each loop. But in the backend, it performs the same for loop conditions.
Correct, great. You are from Vishwashraya College, na?
Vishwakarma College.
Vishwakarma College, right? Where it is?
It's in Kondwa.
Kondwa. I visited that college.
Uh,
No. Okay, no problem. Sorry. Okay, so hash map is there.
Yes.
Okay. How to put values in the hash map?
By using the put method, we put the values in hash map.
Can we add one hash map into another hash map?
Yes, sir.
How?
When we put, we firstly create the first hash map and then create the object of the second hash map, and then by put method only we can put it.
Array list into array list?
Sorry, sir.
Array list into array list, can we put?
Yes.
Great. Can you give me some scenario where hash map can be used in real time?
Hash map, it uses key values. So something which has only unique key values, and it allows duplicates. We can use hash map.
सबसे छोटा डेटा टाइप कौन सा होता है?
सबसे बाइट्स है.
बाइट. कितने बीट का एक बाइट होता है?
So 1 bit.
1 बीट का 1 बाइट.
Sorry, sir, correction. Character, it is 2 byte. Boolean, it is 1 byte.
हाँ, बट कितने बीट का एक बीट बड़ा होता है कि बाइट बड़ा होता है?
बाइट बड़ा होता है. 8
बीट छोटा होता है.
8 bits is
अभी
equals to
पकड़ा.
1.
तो ये होना चाहिए गाइस. तो आप देखिए तेजस को. He is able to pick the point. ये तो होता है यार. पहले किसी को याद नहीं आएगा. That happens. But how you picked up is really really wonderful. So 8 bit means 1 byte. So which is smaller, bit or byte?
Bit is smaller.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So character, how much bytes it is taking?
2 bytes.
2 bytes. Great. Boolean.
Boolean 1 bytes.
What is the default value of Boolean?
0 and 1.
What? 0 and 1 or true and false?
True or false.
So which is the value? False. Okay. What is the default value of character? Blank. What is the default value of integer?
0.
Perfect. What are wrapper classes in Java?
Wrapper classes, these are the classes that I use to convert the primitive data type into object form.
Why to convert?
For example, it is used in collections. If the add method or any method where we insert the data in the collections, there we need to put an object. Whereas if we put int or any primitive data, it won't take. So we need to convert.
Very perfect. Which are the wrapper classes available?
Integer, boolean, byte, short.
Who is teaching core Java?
Pradeep sir.
बहुत करवा के ले रहे हैं मतलब. You're answering right. Logic भी छुड़ाते हैं.
Yes, logic I am developing a bit. I'm slower in it, but working.
हड़पसर branch में ना.
Yes.
Good यार. रहते कहाँ हो? कोंडवा से पास में पड़ता है, right? Very great. You are picking up the answers. My next question will be, cloning.
Yes, creating a copy of the object is.
Why you will go for cloning? Why? Just think.
Maybe to giving it a like inheritance, we like giving it a structure. Same kind.
मैं आपका क्लोन क्यों बनाऊंगा अगर मुझे क्लोन बनाना है तो? Why people create clone? North Korea.
Yes, sir.
Their president is there. He created his clones. Like that, people are saying. Why? Maybe why? Why people are creating clones? Because original person remains safe,
Yes, sir.
and he will send his clones to the war,
Blue. Yes.
and somebody will kill them. Correct, na?
Yes.
Likewise, in Java also we create a clone of our list. We create a clone of some class, so that original copy will be preserved, and this clone copy will be changed. You got my point?
Yes.
So one array list is there, you create a clone of it. Correct. And you do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
But this remains same, na?
Yes.
So if tomorrow I created one array list, Tejas is gonna change clone of that array list.
Yes.
So you change, na? No problem. Akshay will be changing another clone, right? You both change whatever you want to change, but original copy will be restored, right? So I hope you are understanding this, right?
Yes.
So good. Any marker interfaces you know in Java?
Marker interface, sir. Marker interface, it is an interface. Those are means I need to revise those topics.
Okay, so marker interface is interface which doesn't have any method.
Method.
Any marker interface you know?
No, sir.
So serializable है, clonable
Yes.
है ना?
Serial.
So बहुत सारे अभी याद आ रहा है ना?
Yes.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पर और डेप्थ में पढ़ेंगे.
Yes.
You know input streams?
No, sir.
No. So these are streams used for reading of files. Okay.
Hmm.
So I would suggest when you have this much depth in your knowledge, I would suggest you to explore more and more topics like how to read Excel sheet, how to write into Excel sheet.
Yes.
Okay. You might look into like how to put objects into the array list. You know that how to put objects in array list?
Array list, yes, sir. But
Can we put array list into the hash map?
array list into hash map. No, sir.
No.
Array list in hash map.
Yes, obviously, because you just now answered, you can put hash map into hash map, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you more questions on core Java. You want more tougher? In JDK 1.8, what has been introduced?
Lambda expression.
What is lambda?
It is an expression that is used to that takes parameters and indicates it to the methods.
What are streams?
Streams, or I don't know.
Any other feature that you know in 1.8 it has been introduced? No. Great. What is array DQ?
Array DQ. It is a array DQ. It is used. DQ Q means it
Doubly
stores-
ended.
Yes, sir. It stores the value that is first in and last out, and DQ means it is doubly connected.
Very good. What is stack?
Stack is also an sir, like first in and last out. In that way, it
And
takes
in
input.
Q, first in, first out?
last in first out.
Last in, first out in Q.
Yes.
And in stack,
First in,
last out.
last.
Great. First in,
First in and
last
last
out.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, great. So let me move to advanced Java.
Yes.
Okay. In advanced Java, what do you know? Spring Boot, you know?
Spring Boot, yes. Hibernate.
Okay. Criteria is interface or class?
Criteria, it is an interface.
Perfect. Query.
Query, it is also an
What is the difference between load and get?
get method, it displays, both are used to display the method, but in get method, if the primary key is not available, it will show the value as null, whereas in load method, it will throw an error.
When object not found exception occurs?
When the object is not created in
When stale state exception occurs? No. When you try to insert and try to remove, na, that time. What is concurrency? Concurrent hash map, you know? Concurrency means multiple operations we are performing at the same time, na, that time फट जाता है वो, तो concurrent hash map use करते हैं हम ताकि it handles the things. Okay, that is at the high level you should be knowing. In Hibernate, can we use native queries?
In Hibernate, sir, it automatically runs the HQL queries. We don't need to write the SQL queries in it or any other queries in it. It directly performs.
Can we use stored procedures?
Sorry, sir.
Stored procedures.
In Hibernate, yes, sir, we can use.
Great. What is dialect in Hibernate?
Dialect, it is a property in Hibernate that we need to add. Through that, it displays the SQL query on the console.
Can we use two databases in Hibernate?
Yes, sir. For mapping, we can use two datas in Hibernate by creating it in the hibernate.cfg XML file. We create two databases and we can use it.
So how many? Two objects of session factory will get created?
Yes.
What is equivalent to connection in Hibernate?
Configuration.
Configuration, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can we change the name of Hibernate cfg.xml?
No, sir. Then we need to. If we change the name of it, then we need to put it in the address class, that is add annotated class. There we need to make changes.
Okay, but let me tell you the answer. Yes, we can change, and the build session factory method is there. Na? There we need to pass the name,
yes,
whatever it may be. Okay, great, Tejas. Coming to Spring Boot.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between get mapping and put mapping?
Through get mapping, we directly display the method on the web browser, whereas in put mapping, we can delete from the web browser.
We can delete in put mapping?
No, sorry, sir.
That is delete mapping.
Delete mapping. Yes.
Put is for update.
Update, yes, sir.
Correct, na? Okay. In Spring Boot, which annotation is used in the main class?
Spring Boot application annotation is used. So to show that this is the class we have to run for the Spring Boot application.
You know Angular?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, it is not at taught. Can you explain me complete flow of creation of API? आराम से बताओ कि API मुझे बनाने के लिए ऐसी चीजें करनी पड़ेगी.
RESTful APIs.
Right from Maven project.
Firstly, we need to create a Maven project. Then
be loud.
We need to create a Maven project. Then from the Spring initializer, we need to check the Java Maven, and there we can add the dependencies as Spring Web. If we need to store, then we need the JPA data, and then MySQL connector. These dependencies need to be added, and after that, in the main class, we create a repository class where the data is being accessed, and in the user. Then after that, we create a user class where the
user or any class. You should say any entity class.
Yes, sir. There we need to perform whatever the logic. By accessing the data, we need to perform the logic. and then we need to create the controller class to show which method need to be accessed one after the other. And after this, we also need to create the JSP page or the initial page that needs to be created.
Okay, what is many to one and one to many in Hibernate?
It is a mapping way, and many to one, the many databases are connected to one.
No, many entities.
Many entities are.
One product can have many consumers. So
Yes.
one to many. Consumers are many, one is a product.
Yes, that way it is connected. Many products are connected.
Can you tell me all annotations or maybe what annotations you remember in Hibernate?
In Hibernate, at the rate entity, it is to show that this class needs the entity class where the data.
Is it necessary to mention table over there?
Yes, sir, it is not necessarily, but if we need to change the name of the database, then we need to add the table. Then we need to give the ID annotation to the primary key that we are going to declare, and after that we need to give the column annotations to the columns that are to be created in the database.
So as per you, I see at entity, at ID, one to many, many to one, and at column, right?
Yes.
What are the generated strategies, generation strategies? You know, ID, you are generating it by auto something. Primary key.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, so auto increment is there, right?
Yes.
So how to mention that auto increment? That strategy we need to mention. Okay, even if you write it will consider as an identity. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now this is a Hibernate. Okay,
Yes.
which is faster, Hibernate or JDBC?
Hibernate is faster, sir, because it in JDBC we need to write the code and also the SQL query, whereas in Hibernate we don't need to write the queries.
Who is performance wise faster?
Yes, sir, Hibernate.
But Hibernate converts into JDBC, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So development wise, Hibernate will be faster.
Yes.
But if you look for the performance, then JDBC will be faster.
Yes.
Got my point?
Yes.
Anyway, next is like in Hibernate, why there is criterion query? What was the need of it?
Criteria.
There are already built-in functions.
Yes.
And why?
Sir, criteria it is used so that we don't need to write the query. By the methods, we can directly perform the operations. Criteria makes it, for example, if we are using MySQL or any other query language, then it automatically converts it into this. For example, we only know MySQL and don't know about Oracle, then it will directly convert.
What it will convert?
So that query it will directly.
Yeah, so what is the need of criterion query? To execute custom queries, right?
Yes.
That is what you are saying. So in 2 words, it will be like a custom query. Whatever queries you want to execute. What's the use of projection?
Projection, it is used for columns in the database. To project the set projection, it is used to create the columns in the database.
In Spring Boot, if I look at the annotations, at service, at repository, you know that? What it means?
At repository, it is an annotation through which the data things are performed to access the data and make it available for the service layer to make the desired logic to it and display the output.
What was the question?
Why it is used, repository and service.
Yeah, so what was your answer?
It is repository, it is used to access, do the database things and.
What is the difference between these two?
Yes, sir.
Are they same?
No, sir.
If I shuffle them, then?
Service layer basically performs the
अगर मैंने सर्विस में एट रिपोजिटरी लिख दिया तो एरर आएगा?
Yes.
नहीं आएगा. दोनों सेम ही है. It is just for representation. Correct? Both have inside something called component. कौन सा नोटेशन है?
component.
तो हर जगह कंपोनेंट होता है। एट सर्विस अंदर कंपोनेंट है, एट रिपोजिटरी अंदर क्या है? कंपोनेंट। एट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अंदर क्या है? कंपोनेंट। तो सारे लोग एक ही है, केवल एक दिखाने के लिए है। बट आई होप आपको ये समझा होगा जो मैंने बोला।
Yes, sir.
समझे ना? किधर भी कुछ भी कर लो, है ना? व्हाट इज डिफरेंस बिटवीन कंट्रोलर एंड रेस्ट कंट्रोलर?
REST controller is used to create the RESTful APIs, and controller it is used to create the methods.
स्प्रिंग एमवीसी।
Yes.
स्प्रिंग एमवीसी का फ्लो बताओगे जरा?
Yes, sir. Spring MVC it is.
Request comes from the JSP,
Yes, sir.
then
Request comes from the JSP and it goes to the controller,
very good.
and then from the controller it goes to the model class of the Java.
Okay, anyway, so you answered very quickly all answers. I think this interview will be very longer, but I want to play with you some rapid fire questions. Okay, one word answers. You need to give straightforward answers. Okay, is that okay?
Yes.
Can you have two access specifier to any variable?
No, sir.
Can we have method as a abstract and having a body? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Can abstract method have a body?
No, sir. Because in interface also it is an abstract method, but
Can I have an abstract class with all the methods having body?
abstract class with body? No, sir.
All methods will have body. Is it possible?
Sorry, sir. I didn't get that.
Abstract class with the methods with body. Possible or not possible?
Abstract class with methods and body? No, sir.
Possible. Can we have interface with methods having body?
No, because in interface we don't give body only.
In which version it is allowed that interfaces will have methods with body? That is default methods.
Maybe
1.8.
1.8.
Yeah, later they have introduced. Okay. Should I ask you more questions? How many methods does object class have?
So that I don't know, but I can make a guess.
Yeah, just guess.
8.
Perfect. But if you include all the methods, then maybe 11. Like wait method will have 2 parameters, 3 parameters, 4 parameters. So it's perfect. Is there any, what is the return type of equals method?
Boolean, sir.
Any final class in Java which is inbuilt.
Final class.
String.
String.
String is a final class.
Okay.
Any inbuilt class which you know other than string which is final. All wrapper classes.
Wrapper classes.
Yeah. How many data types are there in the primitive data types in Java?
Sir, 8.
Perfect. What is the range allowed in the byte data type?
Byte. One byte.
No, there is a space. Range. Minus 127 to 128, something kind of. Okay. Should I ask more? What is a superclass of array list?
Superclass of array list. Abstract array.
Abstract list.
Abstract list.
What is a subclass of stack?
Yes.
Stack is a class or interface?
Interface.
Or class?
Interface.
Okay, dictionary is interface or class? You don't know about that class. Okay, collection. Collection is interface or class?
Collection is interface.
Collections is a class or interface?
Class.
Any method of collections class?
Dot sort method.
No need to say dot. It is sort method. Okay. What is the return type of add method of array list?
Object.
No, boolean. What is the return type of put method of hash map?
Boolean.
No, that's object. So you just shuffled it. So return type of put method is a object and return type of add method is a boolean. Got the point?
Yes.
In servlet, you know servlet? Okay, you are not aware of, so better not to ask. What is the return type of load method?
Load method.
In Hibernate?
Result set.
Object. What is the return type of execute query in JDBC?
Result set.
Perfect. What is the return type of execute update in JDBC? No, it's int. What is the return type of get connection method of driver manager class?
Connection.
Very perfect. Connection is interface or class?
Interface.
Statement is interface or class?
Interface.
Result set is interface or class?
It is also an
Prepare statement is interface or class?
prepared statement. It is interface.
Prepare statement is a super interface or sub interface of statement? स्टेटमेंट ऊपर आता है या प्रीपेयर स्टेटमेंट ऊपर आता है?
Prepared statement नीचे आता है.
नीचे आता है. ज्यादा फीचर प्रीपेयर स्टेटमेंट में होंगे या स्टेटमेंट में होंगे?
Statement.
ऐसे क्यों? सब क्लास में ज्यादा आएंगे.
हाँ, yes, is correct.
सो व्हाट एक्स्ट्रा फीचर यू सी इन प्रीपेयर स्टेटमेंट?
Update.
Placeholders and its queries are pre-compiled.
Pre-compiled, yes.
Can we have two primary keys in a table?
No, sir.
Can we have two foreign keys in a table?
Yes, sir.
पक्का?
No, if one foreign.
You are correct. Two foreign keys possible. Okay. What is the difference between unique key and primary key?
Unique key and primary key. Primary key cannot be null.
Perfect. And unique key can be null. Wonderful, Tejas. You are really learning hard and doing hard work. That I can see. I want to ask more questions than 5 questions. That is rapid fire. Okay. Any final method you know in Java, inbuilt, that you cannot override?
Sir, just now you mentioned string.
String is a class.
Class.
So all methods of that class becomes a final. Okay. So any method of string class?
String dot length.
Length. So length method is a final method. Perfect. So now again I'm starting that 5 questions. Okay. Any inbuilt final method in Java you know?
Method. Yes, sir. That string ka length wala.
Perfect. Okay. Second question. Any class which you know in Java which is abstract? Input stream. Third question. Any Java class you know, or maybe I would ask you, println method is of which class?
Println it is of system.
Print stream.
Print stream.
Correct. System is a final class or not?
System. Yes.
Final. When or might be, it is preferable to use primitive int or wrapper class integer. Which is best?
Primitive int.
Yeah. Any reason?
Primitive int to just a normal variable.
So I would prefer wrapper class integer because it has extra feature than the int, right?
Yes.
And anyway, you can. Last question and very important: how to convert string to integer?
By using the wrapper class parseInt.
It's a wrapper class? No, it's a method.
Method.
How to convert integer to string?
Integer to string. By using
Which method? Value of.
value of, yes.
ParseInt, string to int.
Value of.
Int to string.
Value of.
Will you remember or not?
Yes.
So I hope you enjoyed this interview.
Yes.
A lot of rapid questions I asked. Okay. And really I'm happy that you were able to answer my most of the questions, and this time guys I asked little tough questions, and this is what the level of interviews will be not basic these days. They are asking you toughest questions. Nobody like to hire you with the basic attitude, right, Tejas?
Yes, sir.
So I hope you are enjoying the institution also.
Yes.
You're learning very well, and you are in the 3rd year college pursuing, right?
Yes.
So college is also going on.
Yes.
They allowed you to do class also.
Yes, sir.
Which college? Vishwakarma College, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There are many people I think might be of your college. You know any one of them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So thank you, Tejas, and best wishes for your career, best wishes for your interviews and real interviews. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you for listening. I will be bringing more and more interviews. If anybody want to give tough interviews, tough interview questions, if you want to handle tough interview questions and try to answer, please meet me, link given below in this video. Thank you. Bye bye. See you. Bye.